Kyle Richards has sexuality talk with daughters amid scandal. Rhobh star Kyle Richards is having a sexuality talk with her daughters amid the Morgan Wade scandal. She was accused of having an affair with country singer Morgan Wade. They spent infinite time together, wearing matching jewelry while Morgan donned a tattoo. So what is Kyle saying over a year after all of the drama emerged? Keep reading for more details. Before season 13 of Rhobh began, Kyle Richards was spotted out with Morgan Wade. She was an up-and-coming country singer that fans were going crazy for. More so, she led a sober lifestyle plus was dedicated to working out. These were the life changes Kyle had been making as she gave up drinking and was hitting the gym regularly. She had even recruited Morgan's trainer to help her achieve her goals. Therefore, Morgan was a friend who understood and respected Kyle's life changes and allowed her to be herself with no judgment. Though they maintained that they were just close friends, no one really believed this, especially when Kyle and Mauricio Umansky called it quits after nearly 30 years. He was always the one under fire for infidelity, and now it was Kyle's turn. Mauricio never questioned the friendship between the women, but the Rhobh cast did. Now, with season 14 premiering on November 14th, this will undoubtedly come up again. Kyle admitted to being curious, but now, she is sharing how she spoke with her 4 daughters about some life changes. According to page 6, Kyle Richards shared she did speak with Alexia, Sophia, Portia, and Farah about her sexuality and the curiosity behind it. It was nerve-wracking and she was unsure how it would go down. It was the most difficult conversation I've ever had with my children, and I was terrified to have that conversation. I just wanted to be as honest as I possibly could. I really never thought like this before. This is not the way I was raised. That's not the way my mind even operated. Yet her girls are her best friends, so she knew she had to be as transparent as possible. She entered it as best as she could, making it clear that there was no room for shame. I like to lead by example, and I thought, if this is what I'm going through and feeling, I want them to always feel comfortable enough to share with me the hardest conversations, and know that they'll be accepted no matter what. Kyle Richards knew she and Mauricio Umansky did a great job as parents by how accepting their girls were when she spoke with them. She feels immense pride in how amazing they are, and it comes to the point where they joke with their mom about the situation. For me, to have their support, regardless of what happens in my life, means the world to me. They just want me to be happy. After we got past that difficult part of the conversation, the jokes that have ensued, this has helped Kyle as she shared that season 14 of Rhobh was incredibly hard, so to be able to lighten the mood had been welcomed. As for Morgan Wade, they are not together as much, which is not entirely true. The duo was just spotted in South Africa together not long ago, though they tried to hide it. However, Kyle has made it seem like Morgan was the one who needed the break. I think she just didn't want any part of anything to do with my role on reality television and all that came with it. Are you happy Kyle is finally being her authentic self? Let us know and watch Rhobh November 19th on Bravo. Amanda has been a professional freelance writer for over a decade, holding both a BA and an MA. Her passions include animals, iced coffee, gnomes, summer, music, and Vanderpump Rules. Kyle Richards has sexuality talk with daughters amid scandal in recent years. The world has witnessed a growing emphasis on open conversations surrounding sexuality, identity, and self-expression. These discussions have become even more vital in the context of public figures who often face intense scrutiny about their personal lives. For Kyle Richards, the celebrated star of the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, recent events have prompted her to have a candid discussion with her daughters about sexuality, love, and identity in the wake of a public scandal. This conversation, though deeply personal, sheds light on the evolving nature of family dynamics, the importance of honesty, and the necessity of supporting loved ones in times of uncertainty. The backdrop of the scandal. Kyle Richards has long been a fixture in the public eye. Known for her glamorous lifestyle, her role in the reality television series The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, and her well-documented family life, Kyle's personal affairs have often been the subject of public interest. In 2023, however, Richards found herself at the center of controversy following rumors and accusations regarding her marriage to real estate mogul Mauricio Umansky. The couple, who had been married for over 2 decades, was reportedly experiencing strain in their marriage. While Richards and Umansky have both downplayed the rumors, the gossip surrounding their personal lives took a toll on their family. In particular, their daughters, Alexia, Sophia, and Portia, were affected by the public nature of the scrutiny. As children of public figures, they were already familiar with the notion of living under a microscope. However, the scandal created a new dynamic in their relationship with their mother, particularly as rumors about the nature of Kyle's sexuality began circulating. Sexuality in the spotlight. The conversation surrounding Richards' sexuality became a focal point when she was spotted spending time with a close friend, country music singer Morgan Wade. The two women appeared to have an intense bond, which led many to speculate about the nature of their relationship. While neither Richards nor Wade publicly acknowledged any romantic involvement, the rumors persisted, and people began to question Richards' sexuality. Amid this growing speculation, Richards found herself grappling with the idea of having an open conversation about sexuality with her daughters. In an age where identity is fluid and nonconformity is increasingly celebrated, Richards knew that it was crucial to approach the subject with honesty, especially considering how important her daughters' understanding and support were to her. Why the talk was important for many parents, conversations about sexuality with their children can be uncomfortable, but they are an essential part of nurturing a healthy and open family dynamic. Richards, known for being a doting mother, understood the weight of this conversation, especially given the public nature of the scandal. But instead of avoiding the topic, she saw it as an opportunity to model transparency, self-acceptance, and compassion. In her conversation with her daughters, Richards emphasized the importance of understanding and respecting one's personal journey, particularly when it comes to relationships and identity. For Richards, this was not only a chance to clarify any misconceptions, but also a moment to instill in her daughters the importance of staying true to oneself, regardless of external pressures or judgment. Her talk wasn't just about addressing the rumors surrounding her personal life, but also about cultivating a safe and open space for her daughters to explore their own identities without fear of shame or discrimination. The idea that sexuality is something to be ashamed of, hidden, or judged has long been a point of contention in society, and Richards recognized the significance of dismantling these stereotypes in her own home. A parent's vulnerability. Kyle Richards' decision to have an open conversation with her daughters about her sexuality was also a reflection of vulnerability. It is one thing to address rumors from an external standpoint. It is another to share personal truths with your own children. In doing so, she modeled the value of being open about one's emotions and experiences, even when it might be difficult or uncomfortable. This act of vulnerability was particularly significant because it allowed Richards to humanize herself beyond the public persona she had cultivated over the years. Despite her fame and success, she is, at her core, a mother and a woman grappling with the complexities of identity, love, and self-perception. In a world where perfection is often expected of celebrities, Richards' willingness to share her journey allowed her daughters to see that it is okay to be uncertain, to evolve, and to learn from life's challenges. The role of communication in modern families. The discussion about sexuality is not just relevant to public figures like Kyle Richards. It is a conversation that families around the world are increasingly having with their children. The rise of the LGBT+ movement, the increasing visibility of diverse sexual identities, and the growing acceptance of non-traditional relationships have all contributed to a changing cultural landscape. For parents, this has meant rethinking how to talk to their children about topics like love, relationships, and identity. For Richards, the conversation with her daughters came at a time when she was trying to balance her public image with her private life. As someone who has built a career around being relatable and authentic, Richards felt it was important to share her truth with her daughters, regardless of the backlash or judgment she might face from others. This is a lesson that many parents can take away. Fostering an environment where open communication is encouraged, and where children feel empowered to ask questions and express themselves freely, is essential for healthy family dynamics. Moreover, Richards' decision to address the topic with her daughters reflects a shift in how we view conversations about sexuality and relationships. In years past, such topics might have been considered taboo or uncomfortable to address. Today, however, many parents are making a conscious effort to approach these discussions in an age-appropriate manner, understanding that fostering a positive, open dialogue is key to developing emotionally intelligent and empathetic individuals. The daughters' reaction reports suggest that Kyle's daughters were not only receptive to the conversation, but also showed immense understanding and maturity. While the specifics of their individual reactions have remained private, Richards has publicly stated that she values the supportive nature of her family and the respect they have shown her during the challenging times. It is likely that Richards' open approach to the situation allowed her daughters to process their feelings without feeling burdened by societal expectations or family pressure. For the girls, knowing that their mother was willing to have these vulnerable conversations allowed them to feel safe expressing their own thoughts and emotions about the situation. They understood that love and respect transcended the rumors, and that their family bond was not defined by the opinions of outsiders. Strengthening the family bond at its core, Kyle Richards' conversation with her daughters was an act of strengthening their familial bond. By discussing sexuality and identity openly, Richards created an environment where her children could learn the importance of acceptance, understanding, and love. The scandal that had once threatened to divide them became a tool for deepening their connection, teaching them valuable lessons about navigating the complexities of life. This experience also illuminated the importance of resilience within families. In the face of public scrutiny, Richards and her daughters demonstrated that the love and support they shared were stronger than any external judgment. The emotional foundation of their family became the cornerstone for how they navigated adversity, with open communication being a key factor in maintaining a strong, united front. Conclusion: Kyle Richards' decision to have a conversation with her daughters about sexuality amid the scandal surrounding her marriage is a reflection of the growing importance of open, honest communication in modern families. The world may be quick to judge and speculate, but it is within the family unit that we find the deepest support and understanding. Richard's story serves as a powerful reminder that conversations about sexuality, love, and identity should not be avoided, but embraced as opportunities for growth, connection, and compassion. In sharing her journey with her daughters, Richards not only addressed the rumors that had swirled around her life, but also created an environment where her daughters could feel secure in their own identities. In doing so, she provided them with the tools to navigate their own lives with authenticity, vulnerability, and strength, traits that will undoubtedly serve them well in the years to come.